Questions are being raised about how many people are breaking quarantine rules. International travelers are expected to quarantine when they arrive here in British Columbia. So why are people who are supposed to be self-isolating being pulled over in traffic stops? CTV's Shannon Patterson reports.
When they land at YVR, out-of-country visitors and returning Canadians are told to head straight to quarantine and stay there for 2 weeks.
I'm sure they're very clear at the border crossing, whether it's by air or land, that you must quarantine.
But in the past few weeks, West Vancouver police have caught and fined 4 people $1,150 each for violating the Quarantine Act. 3 of them busted during routine traffic stops.
One group, there was 2 occupants of this vehicle who were both issued that fine, and the one I'm thinking of had said that they were off to Stanley Park for some exercise. So I don't know what it is. I don't know whether or not they're not taking it seriously, whether they're a little bit sort of ignorant to the scope of all of this.
I'm interested to hear the story from the police officers that you've heard from.
But the health minister says it's the job of the federal government, not local police, to monitor people under quarantine.
It's our expectation that the federal government will do its work, and I think it is. But it's also our expectation that people who return to Canada fulfill their obligations to their families, to their communities, and to the country.
Starting November 21st, they'll have to submit their quarantine plan digitally before boarding their flight and check in daily by phone or using the ArriveCan app. The Public Health Agency of Canada says travelers who do not submit the mandatory information required after they have crossed the border will be considered high priority for follow-up by law enforcement.
We just ask that people respect the rules now and quarantine when they need to.
And if they're found driving around West Van,
we won't tolerate that. When we can, we will issue tickets.
Shannon Patterson, CTV News, West Vancouver.